Have you ever wondered, what does loyalty look like in the hardest times? When tested by fire, when every fibre of our being is telling us to turn away, to think of ourselves. In the heart of ancient scripture, the book of Ruth offers a timeless testament to the power of loyalty, a captivating tale of two women bound by an unbreakable bond. Ruth, a young widow from a foreign land, chooses to stay with her mother-in-law Naomi, who is also grieving the loss of her husband and sons. They return to Naomi's homeland, Bethlehem, with nothing but the clothes on their backs. Ruth's unwavering devotion to Naomi leads her down an unexpected path, one paved with compassion, courage, boldness, and integrity. In a world often defined by fleeting allegiances, Ruth's story reminds us of the profound impact of unwavering loyalty. It is a story about love that transcends borders, cultures, and even death itself. In the dusty plains of Moab, here we meet Ruth, a young woman whose life has taken a tragic turn. She has lost her husband, and with him, the promise of a future. Bound by love and loyalty to her mother-in-law Naomi, who is also a widow, Ruth embarks on a journey back to Naomi's homeland, Bethlehem. Can you imagine the uncertainty, the fear that must have gripped their hearts as they left behind everything they knew? Ruth, a Moabite, was considered an outsider in Israel. She worshipped different gods, spoke a different language, and yet she chose to leave her people, her culture, her past behind. Her decision to follow Naomi was not made out of obligation, but out of a deep and abiding love. It was a love that transcended cultural barriers, a love that whispered of kinship in the face of unimaginable loss. Ruth's loyalty shone brightly against the backdrop of their shared grief. She pledged her heart to Naomi, vowing to care for her, to make her home, her God her God. In that moment of profound loss, Ruth's unwavering commitment to Naomi planted a seed of hope in the fertile ground of their shared destiny. Little did Ruth know her unwavering loyalty would not only change her life, but the course of history itself. Naomi, in her grief, released her daughters-in-law from their obligations. She urged them to return to their families. Ruth's loyalty shone even brighter. Ruth refused to leave Naomi's side. "Where you go, I will go," she declared. Ruth's loyalty was a choice made with a full heart. Her journey reminds us to choose love and compassion. Upon their arrival in Bethlehem, Ruth, determined to provide for herself and Naomi, sought work in the fields, the golden fields of barley swaying gently in the breeze. It was during the barley harvest that Ruth's path crossed with Boaz, a wealthy landowner and a relative of Naomi's late husband. Boaz, a man of honor and integrity, noticed Ruth's diligence and compassion. He was struck by her unwavering devotion to Naomi, her willingness to work tirelessly to provide for them. He showed her kindness, ensuring she had food and protection in the fields. Little did Ruth know this chance encounter would forever alter the course of her life, weaving her destiny into the tapestry of Boaz's own. In the shadow of Ruth's unwavering loyalty, a glimmer of hope emerged, a promise whispered on the wind that even in the most unexpected of circumstances, love and redemption have a way of finding their own. The fields of barley became a testament to the transformative power of compassion, a place where Ruth's unwavering spirit and Boaz's kindness intersected, setting the stage for a love story for the ages. It is a reminder that even in the most ordinary of settings, extraordinary stories of love, loyalty, and redemption can unfold. Guided by Naomi's wisdom and driven by her own growing affection for Boaz, Ruth approached him with a proposition, a bold request rooted in ancient customs. She appealed to his sense of honor, asking him to act as her kinsman redeemer. This meant that Boaz had the right to marry Ruth and care for Naomi, preserving the family line and their land. Can you imagine the courage it took for Ruth, a foreigner, to make such a request? Yet her love for Naomi and her growing respect for Boaz fueled her boldness. Boaz, deeply moved by Ruth's loyalty and touched by her affection, agreed to consider her request. But there was a catch. Another relative had a prior claim. The weight of tradition and uncertainty hung heavy in the air, as Ruth's future and the fate of Naomi's family line rested on the decisions of others. It was a moment of profound vulnerability, a testament to Ruth's unwavering faith and her willingness to trust in a plan greater than her own. Her courage reminds us that true love requires boldness, a willingness to step outside our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. The stage was set for a pivotal moment in Ruth and Boaz's story. The fate of their future, intertwined with ancient customs and the weight of family legacy, rested on the decision of another. Boaz, a man of integrity and compassion, honored his obligation to first approach the other kinsman redeemer. He presented him with the opportunity to fulfill the role, to marry Ruth and care for Naomi. But the other man, perhaps daunted by the responsibility, declined. A collective sigh of relief must have swept through the community gathered that day. Boaz, with a heart full of admiration for Ruth, stepped forward to fulfill the role of kinsman redeemer. He purchased the land that belonged to Naomi's late husband, and with it, the right to marry Ruth. It was a moment of profound significance, a testament to the power of compassion and the enduring strength of tradition. Ruth, the Moabite widow, once an outsider, was embraced by the community and welcomed into the lineage of Israel. It is a reminder that love knows no boundaries, that redemption can bloom in the most unexpected of circumstances. In the tapestry of their story, woven with threads of loyalty, courage, and compassion, we witness the transformative power of love and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Ruth and Boaz were married in a celebration that rippled with joy and relief. Their union, born out of tragedy and bound by unwavering loyalty, blossomed into a love that blessed their lives and echoed through generations. Ruth gave birth to a son, Obed, who would become the grandfather of King David. And so the lineage of Ruth the Moabite widow was woven into the very fabric of Israel's history. Think about that for a moment. This woman, once a stranger in a foreign land, became an integral part of one of the most significant lineages in biblical history. Her story, a testament to the transformative power of loyalty and compassion, reminds us that God sees the heart, that He honors faithfulness, and that He can bring forth extraordinary blessings from the most unexpected of circumstances. Ruth's place in the lineage of Jesus speaks volumes about the inclusive nature of God's love and the profound impact that one person's unwavering devotion can have on the world. Her story reminds us that even in the face of adversity, even when we feel like outsiders, God can use our lives in extraordinary ways. Ruth's story, though set in ancient times, carries a timeless message that continues to resonate with hearts across generations. Her unwavering loyalty to Naomi, her courage in the face of adversity, her compassion for those in need, and her unwavering faith continue to inspire us centuries later. Ruth's legacy extends far beyond her place in the lineage of Jesus. It serves as a powerful reminder that true loyalty knows no bounds, that love can bloom in the most unexpected of places, and that God can use even the most ordinary of lives to accomplish extraordinary things. Her story challenges us to examine our own hearts, to ask ourselves where we stand when it comes to loyalty, compassion, and integrity. It encourages us to embrace those who are different from us, to extend a helping hand to those in need, and to trust in God's plan, even when we can't see the path ahead. May we all strive to live lives marked by the same unwavering devotion, courage, and compassion that defined Ruth's extraordinary journey. Her story, a timeless testament to the power of love, continues to inspire us to live lives of purpose, integrity, and unwavering faith. Ruth's story is a powerful testament to the extraordinary impact of unwavering loyalty. Her journey, marked by loss, courage, and unexpected blessings, reminds us that even in the darkest of times, love has the power to light our way. And here's a twist you might not expect. Ruth's loyalty led to her becoming the great-grandmother of King David, a lineage that would eventually lead to Jesus. To answer our initial question, what does loyalty look like in the hardest times? Look to Ruth. Her story reveals that loyalty can lead to unexpected blessings, that love can bloom in the most desolate of places, and that God can use our lives in extraordinary ways if we are open to his leading.